Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Talk with Fhay. I am Fhay Victor, and I'm your host for the show. The Talk with Fhay is a platform where we get to talk about day-to-day lives, day-to-day activities, people's experiences, people's success stories. If you feel like you've been in a very dark place at the moment in your life and now you're in a brighter light, and in a way you have to figure out a way to get out of the darkness to the light, and you feel you have a story that can inspire someone who might be in a dark place to get to the light, then the Talk with Fhay is the best platform for you. Now talk with Fhay. On today's edition, we will be talking about domestic enslavement. Domestic enslavement. Now, it's domestic, but it's enslavement. Enslavement has to do with stripping someone of the person's freedom and rights. Yes. And now, it's not maybe a country and having slaves or going to war to get slaves. No. This has to do with a family, a nuclear family, going to either the village or getting someone, a young person, and keeping them in their homes, and then just using them the way they want without even thinking of the future of this young person. Yes, we say children or youth are the generations, are the future generations, but a lot of people don't even think that the youth have future, especially in our country, Nigeria. Now, this edition or this episode is very dear to me because I have a story to share, and I will be starting with my story. My story about domestic enslavement started after my secondary school. I had to stay with an aunt, yes, and I had to write JAM, or I didn't write JAM that year, and I stayed with her the whole year. The next year I was to write JAM. I wrote JAM, but the score I got wasn't up to the score for the course. But then I could switch to another course, another school entirely. But when I talked to this aunt of mine, she told me that the project she was handling in the village, this project is a house that they built, and they had to do the housewarming that Christmas. You know when they write JAM, and you know December, that's like March till December. Yeah, and she said she didn't have that kind of money, so I should wait till next year. But what got me angry was she went around saying that I didn't get the required score, so that's why I'm at home. But it's not like I didn't have a choice. I had a choice. I could switch and try another school and actually go to school, but she didn't look at it that way. I knew from that moment that my education, that was my top priority, wasn't hers. Like, it wasn't even in her list. I had stayed with her. I was a nanny. I was a housemaid. I was everything. Like, I clean the car, I clean the house, I do virtually everything in the house. Make food, do everything in the house. Like, I had done it for a year already, and it was almost a half. And she didn't feel like she should give this girl a chance. Even if I was to go to the university, I would have gone to the university the next year, not even that year. So I would have gone to the university after the housewarming or the party she wanted to throw. It was just 5,000 naira that was supposed to do that for me, but she didn't do it. She could not just let it go. I made up my mind to leave the house. I told my mom that I wanted to go to school, and if I remained in that house, I wouldn't go to school. My mom had to send me money, and I did my change of institution and change of course. Then I left the house. When I left the house, she actually said that if I want to come back to her house, I should call her, and if it's convenient for her, she would let me come. But it's 6 years now, and I can tell you I'm a graduate. Yeah, and her kobo, her dime didn't go into my education, but I'm a graduate. And you know the funniest thing now? She says, "Oh, you're in town and you don't want to come see me." Can you imagine that? But she felt her house was like heaven, that I had to take so much permission for or what before I could go in. There are a lot of people that didn't have the chance I had. There are a lot of people that are in situations where people are using them, and they're using them so hard that they aren't doing anything for them. There's a story of a young man that has actually stayed with someone, a relative, since he graduated from secondary school. It's been 9 years, and he has tried to go to school, to go to university. He doesn't have the connection, but there's a connection. There's someone that has the connection, but they don't want it to happen because they wouldn't want him to leave, because they know of what use he is to them. That's enslavement. There are people that can't leave, that can't break free. But I want to tell you that if you're in a situation where your priority is not the priority of the people you're around or the people you're staying with, you need to break free. You have to try and break free. If you can't break free, you have to let them know that you have a priority. Education is key, if we like it or not. People say school is scam, but hey, everyone still goes to school. Why not go to school, even though it's scam? They say go to school, get a degree, keep your certificate aside and hustle like a dropout. That is better. So when you're hustling, you say you're a graduate. It gives a particular standard to people. Then I want to say and plead, if you know there is someone in your house, there is someone staying under your roof that you're supposed to send to school, or you have a quota you're supposed to contribute in the person's life, and you are not doing it, then please, if you know you can't do it, you let the person go. Please let the person go. It is totally wrong to enslave someone. You strip them of their rights. Like, they don't do anything for themselves, they do everything for you, but yet you don't see the need to let them go. You keep them under your spell, you keep them in your house, you keep them enslaved, serving you while you don't do anything for them. You talk to them anyhow you want to talk to them. You don't even feel like they're humans enough. Maybe if they even come out of your house, someone would be like, what kind of place is this person coming out from? That is totally wrong. Let's stop enslaving people. Let's stop enslaving people. If there's a way you can help someone, I don't feel the person has to be in your house for you to help the person. No. You can help anyone from wherever the person is. If you really want to help someone, you can help the person from wherever the person is, and from wherever you are, you can help. So please, let us stop enslaving people. Please, if you feel you're in a place that they aren't listening, you can reach out to me. I'm going to drop my number down there in the comment section. You can reach out to me. Now, that's my experience. A lot of people have experiences with living with relatives and all of that. If you have any experience you want to share, please do talk with Fhay, because Fhay is here to stay. Yes. Now, for our next episode, we're going to be talking about anger. Yeah, anger. How do you handle your anger? Thanks for talking with Fhay, or thanks for listening to Fhay today. You too can talk with Fhay tomorrow. Bye.